Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you how to set up install Metasploitable tool using KVM. But to do this we're going to use a virtual machine manager for KVM, which is a graphical user interface for managing KVM virtual machines. So you have to install it. I assume you have installed this on your system. So after installing it, you want to set up Metasploitable 2, right? Once you install Metasploitable 2, how do we set it up? So the first thing you have to do is download Metasploitable 2. After downloading it from rapid7.com, you navigate to your downloads directory and then you unzip Metasploitable 2. So if you notice here, the virtual machine is using a VMDK disk. I believe that's for VMware. VMware uses VMDK. So you see unzip Metasploitable 2. Yeah, unzip it. Let's wait for it to unzip. Once the unzipping process is complete, we go back to the KVM virtual machine manager and we say new virtual machine. So then we say import existing disk image and then we'll click on forward. Then we'll click on browse and we say browse local and then we choose right, and then we get to the downloads directory, then we get to the nearly decompressed directory and then click on the VMDK file and then you say open. Then you say choose your operating system you are installing. Metasploitable 2 is a 32-bit operating system, so we have to use an older version of Ubuntu. So we look for Ubuntu and make sure this include end-of-life operating systems. 32-bit operating system are reaching end of life, or most of them have already reached end of life. So just click include end of life, and then select Ubuntu 4.10. This is a 32-bit version of Ubuntu with Linux. So click on it, and then say forward. And the emulator may not have such permissions for this port. Do you want to correct this now? We can just say no. And then say forward. That is where you allocate your memory and CPU. I believe 1 GB RAM is more than enough. So you say forward. And then here you can name it Metasploitable 2. And then you say finish. Okay. Permission denied. I believe this is because I did not grant permission. So I have to redo this. Then I'm going to cancel. And then you say file, new virtual machine, import disk image, forward, browse, local, downloads, Metasploitable 2, VMDK, Ubuntu, scroll to Ubuntu 4, forward. Then I have to say yes. So you should have permission for the parts, right? Okay. When I say yes, still the same memory and CPU configurations. So say forward. Then we rename it to Metasploitable 2. Then say finish. Okay, it's worked this time around. So it's as simple as that. The most important thing here is to select a 32-bit Ubuntu distro, else you may have issues running this virtual disk. So the virtual machine may not run if you select a 64-bit version of 64-bit operating system during the disk importing. So login using msfadmin. You can say ifconfig, so get our IP address, Here we have 10.10.24. So if I open my terminal, I'm gonna try to nmap and the 24, I should see all the services running. So yeah, um, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, make sure to hit the subscribe button. See you in the next one.